Namaskar, this is Rohit Shankamani and you're watching Scientists Are Academy Towards Scientific World. Now in this video, we are going to introduce enzymes and basic concept. Now with respect to the enzymes, we are going to study the history of enzymes, the classification of enzymes and the applications of enzymes. Let's start our lecture. Now, first, we are going to understand what is the history of enzymes. Now, see, first time enzyme was studied by the scientist Kuhne, and afterwards the enzymes came to exist. Actually, because of that, the all scientists or society came to know about the enzymes, and that's what today we are using enzymes in everywhere. So let 17 to 18 digestion of starch, sugar extracts in plants and saliva. So this era what happens actually the digestion of starch which gives us sugar and the sugar extracts from the plants and all the saliva. So that's what the most importantly the sugar or the enzymes were used in the extraction of starch. Meat digestion by secretions in stomach were identified, but mechanism is unknown. Now see what happens. The meat digestion by the secretions in stomach. Now see where we are eating the meats and the how the digestion of meat occurring in our stomach. It's still unknown. That's what that was unknown, but nowadays we know that this is because of the enzymes. In 19th century, fermentation of sugar which gives us alcohol in is studied by Louis Pasteur. So the most important scientist in the enzyme, the Louis Pasteur is. Now Louis Pasteur first studied the fermentation technique where he used the sugar and the sugar is converted to alcohol with the help of or in the East. In 1878, German physiologist Wilhelm Kuhne first used the term enzyme, Greek, that is in living, to describe the process of fermentation. So that's what this brief history of enzymes. Now let's see what are the enzymes. Now we know that enzymes are the biological catalyst. They speed up the reaction that takes place inside all cells but without being used up in the process. So enzymes are the basically these are the catalyst means what which helps to increase the speed of any reaction. So if the enzymes are utilized or used in the biochemical reaction, that enzyme or that process or that enzyme is known as biocatalyst. If we are using that enzyme in the biochemical process or chemical process, then the name will be different. But the basic idea, the core idea of the enzymes is to speed up the reaction. But while speeding the reaction or while giving boost to the reaction, they can boost the reaction, but they don't do or they don't made any changes in their body, in their chemical nature, in their physical nature as such in the reaction. That's what they are enzymes. There are many thousands of different types of enzymes and each one catalyzes a different reaction. Now see, this statement is very important because there are different types of enzymes in our nature and each and every enzyme carry out different type of reaction. But see what happens actually, the one enzyme will not be utilized in different processes or different reactions. That's what single enzyme is required for single process to be carried out, and we have to take product, we have to receive one product from that single process. That's what the statement is very important, that there are many thousands of different types of enzymes and each one catalyzes a different reaction. Now why it happens? Because see the substrate, see the enzyme acts on the substrate and substrate gives us product. So that's what substrate has its own chemical nature, and that chemical nature should be equal, should be alike with the enzyme, and that's what they will have match up with each other. That's what lock and key hypothesis or induced fit hypothesis there about the enzymes. Once they induce the fit into each other, then and then they will give us product, or once the uh, once the key fits into the log, that's what will give the products. So that's what this statement is very correct. Cells create enzymes based on instructions carried in the cell's gene. Now see, we know the central dogma of life. What the central dogma of life says us, the basic idea is the gene gives us protein. Gene gives us protein. Now see, whatever the protein is present in our nature, that is coming from the gene. It may be present in a human body, or it may be present in the any animal body, or it may be present in a plant body. That's what the each and every protein is very important, and this protein information is coming from the gene. So however, the gene is giving instruction, gene is providing instruction. On the basis of that, proteins are behaving. Now let's see the application. Now let's see the most important application, that is the fermentation. Now see, the enzymes are used in the different types of fermentations like cheese fermentation, bread fermentation, in the preparation of alcoholic beverages, and the tenderizing of meat, etc. So fermentation is the basic idea where the enzymes are used. Now we know the Kuhne, as I told you, the Kuhne only first time described the term enzyme, and that's what the enzyme came into exist. And nowadays we know that enzyme is everywhere. Now see, the enzymes are used in food and beverage manufacturing processes and are the ingredients of numerous consumer products like laundry detergents. Enzymes are also useful in the different type of healthy sciences, since the disease process can be linked to the aberrant activities one or more enzymes. Apart from that, nowadays the environment is leading in our nature. That's what we have to protect our environment from the different types of pollutants. So protect our environment, we are using the enzymes to degrade the pollutants, whatever pollutants are present in our environment. For example, if you see, the xenobiotics are there, or different types of biopesticides are there, biofertilizers are helpful to degrade the biopesticides, or the harmful effects of these xenobiotics or pesticides on the environment. That's what we have to use the enzymes to reduce the effect of such xenobiotics or such pesticides on the environment. So these are some basic applications of enzymes, what we can see, and apart from that, there are different types of applications of enzyme, but this is the basic idea of enzyme. That's what we are studying. So next, the most important part, that is enzyme classes. So there are total 6 classes of enzyme: oxidoreductase, transferase, hydrolase, lysase, isomerase, and leakase. These 6 types of enzymes carry out different types of chemical reaction based on their own lock and key or induced fit mechanism. Now, if you see the oxidoreductase class, here is oxidation reduction is very important, and the example is cytochrome oxidase or lactate dehydrogenase. Next is the transferase. Now here the transfer of functional group occurs. Example, acetate kinase and alanine deaminase. Next, hydrolase. Here the hydrolysis occurs, that is addition of water occurs. Example, lipase and sucrose. Lyase, here removal of groups of atoms without hydrolysis occurs. Example, oxalate decarboxylase, isocitrate lyase. Isomerase, rearrangement of atoms within a molecule. Example, glucose phosphate isomerase, alanine racemase. Last class of example is leakage, joining of two molecules. Example, acetyl CoA synthetase, DNA leakage. So these are the basic concepts or basic class of enzymes what we have in our hand. So this is all about the basics of enzymes. Thanks a lot.